Oh my good goshness. I've not been doing myself much of a justice. I've been calling this a bumsit. It's not a fucking abscess. Literally, this is about the only position I can sit in. I've been fucking agony. It's horrible. It's fucking horrible. I've had to ring in sick. It was lovely though. It's like I don't work for them, but I work with them. But the girl I work there with, she phoned up after a text and said, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it," but she was actually just genuinely concerned, and she was saying, "And what are you doing about it?" She was not horribly at all, but she knows what she's on about. She's a masseuse, and they know about skin conditions and disorders. They have to learn about them. And I said, I've got magnesium sulfate on there and a pad, and hopefully that'll do the trick. I'm taking painkillers. I might have a bath. And she's like, put some salts in there, and all that sort of stuff. She's giving me a little bit of advice, and I was like, I will. I'll get at the doctor's on Monday if it's not thingy. And yeah, they might have to lance it. I don't know if they're allowed to do that anymore. Probably not. Health and safety and all that. But they'll probably give me tablets. But it is like the pain of something as bad as like toothache. But when it's in your bum, it's like you can't avoid it. When your leg moves, you're fucking rubbing it. And you sit down, it's like fucking everything I do is painful. So like, I'm not going to get it done today. But what's interesting, the reason I'm making a video about it, is it's like this would have the potential to become fucking soul destroying for me. Because, it's at these times, particularly when I have been beginning to see these little sproutlings of hope popping up. I mean, I'm not new to this fucking stupid little fucking things coming along all the time. And, in the context of where I'm at, they're huge. And to everyone else, they're like, oh, we all go through that. And it's like, yeah, why does everyone think I'm always talking about what they go through? It does my fucking head in. I'm not comparing myself to fucking anyone. It's just all I know is when I can be at that point of almost recovery, and then my world comes crashing down again. It's one of those like fucking start low, you go up here and then end up lower, and it hasn't been. And there was still more differences yesterday. There was the doing my room and getting to that point in the day where when I've done this or tried to do this sort of thing before, that everything just looks like a mess and I'm not going to get finished in time, and like, oh, I need to sort dinner out and da 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 da, and fucking hell, because I've got a lot of things that could be here and could be there because I'm not settled. I'm not settled where I need to be settled. So I've got stuff in the cellar, in my lockup, in my truck, and it's not organised, and none of the bags are organised or anything. But I went through all of the drawers and I've taken a lot of unnecessary stuff out, which there's no reason it can't live in there. Quite a bit of space that's in my roof box and shit like that. But I put it this way, I couldn't sit. It took me 5 minutes to try and sit in my truck. That's how tender it is. I had my arm on the door, the top of the door card, and my arm on the fucking gear knob. And I couldn't lower myself into the car. I couldn't twist a certain way without it going like. And I was like, I can't safely fucking drive this thing like this. You got to shift forward in your seat to look and stuff like that. So I'm like, nah. I did find my spaceman coat. Fuck knows where it's been. I was hoping the light would hit it and it would flare up. This spaceman coat is a very good analogy of like my objective and subjective views, actually, because it's like if I'm standing across the room from you and I'm by the window, it looks fucking like diamond whitey silvery fucking glinty. It's amazing. And to me, it looks dull grey. You know what I mean? And it's, yeah, I've often come up against that in society. It's like, why does it think I'm having this amazing fucking life? It's fucking empty. It's fucking empty. People see me when I'm like sparkly, but it's like, yeah, sometimes they can be like 7 days in 1 year. My sparkly days. It's because people don't see me the rest of the fucking time. But yeah, it is quite a good analogy of what's going on. But it's like I'm still just, like this morning, I was gonna go to the gym. And it was nothing to do with old bums it that I didn't go. It was actually just like, I don't need to. I don't need to. It's all right. I've been the last couple of days. It doesn't matter. Um, so, or have I been the last couple of days? See, I don't remember fucking unimportant details like that. All I know is I can just go tomorrow. It's fine. If this is sorted out. But again, that would be the sort of thing where I'd be like wanting to go to the gym, because I actually think it's a lot of this urge of me needing to maintain the gym has obviously been centered around knowing that's how you get the results. You do need to dedicate. You know what I mean? You can train really fucking well for a few weeks and get hardly any improvements. It's like I've finally started to get a few results because it's just the chronic effect of the last year of having much more training than not. But in terms of having a targeted approach to what I'm doing, I've kept failing at that because of my inconsistency. But I think as well, it's that kind of link to, let's call him 2010-16 Mikey, because it was, I would say, a logical phase where it's like I was living, I wasn't settled, but I was at least had the option of relationships. I was working, I had successes at work, I had positive people around me, and I had disasters. Normal life. Normal fucking life. Fucking yeah, the world's ending types of disasters. But then in and amongst and around it all, there was loads and loads of normality. And those are all the bits that have gone. So now my seemingly small everyday problems are just like, no, they're just my life, mate. Really, is how it kind of can fucking feel. But, you know, I didn't get to that point. I got to that point last night with the tidying, and I happily went to bed with shit all around me. It's way worse than the little clip that I swung around the other day. I didn't actually do that justice. I didn't have the camera tilted down enough. But that would be the sort of thing, and this has happened, right? I am quoting, when people who sort of know I'm going through something, and they'll visit me at my home, and when they walk in my bedroom and there's this, oh, Mikey, mate. And it's like sympathy, but it's, you know, it's that underlinement of, oh, fuck, this is really bad. Look at you. Come on, mate. Look at you. And I know it's, that's why people get self-conscious about keeping their houses tidy. It's not because they're like, they think, I think it's because you're, the superficial reason is because of what others think of your cleanliness standards and all that sort of stuff. But I don't think that. I think it's because you know it's actually a reflection of what's going on inside for you, and you don't want to show that to the world. Because the difference is, I would have been embarrassed to have anyone in here. I've only had a couple of visitors here anyway. I mean, it's fairly impractical when you're just living in a room. You know, there's someone else's life going on here, and it's quite a small place to socialise. And I've had people around, and the reason I couldn't, but hypothetically, how it was the other day and how it is a lot. Like I said, it can be messy by the fucking evening on a day when I've had it pristine. But it can be the sort of thing where I don't want to show you, because I do know it's a reflection of where I'm at mentally and emotionally. But this, I'd be happy to fucking joke about. If someone came in here, I would sort of joke about, and if you can't find a fucking seat, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean? I've been a bit busy. What's the matter with you? I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. Because there's 2 or 3 full rucksacks of shit that now mean I can put my washing away much more quickly when I do so. There's a load of clothing that's going straight in the recycling bin because it's old. I was thinking, I went right through my underwear drawer and I found things such as fucking grey socks in there. What the fucking hell are these doing in here? Black socks I found in there. Dark grey underwear I found in there. I thought, what the fuck is all this shit still hanging around me? So it has been condemned where it needs to belong. And there's 3 bags of rubbish. It looks like a fucking shithole, but it's not depressing me, is the point. It's not making me feel like unworthy or whatever. I'm a trifle annoyed because I did think when I was walking back down the hill, well, I suppose I can, at least I can get this shit done. But the problem was, I came back, it's like trying to sit down aggravated it. I nearly fell asleep. I had to wake myself up and do a few things to make this. But literally lying down for that, like 20 minutes, half hour, whatever, having sort of doze, made it go away. So it's at that state, it's so ready to fucking go, I think. But experience tells me I get them. I get huge fucking boil type infections that are like that big, and they look ready to go, and people go, no, pop it, no, pop it. And I've just basically been subjected. I've even had it done publicly. I've been subjected to fucking assault. I'll fucking pop it. It's just all you do is make it fucking just hurt loads more. And the area where the hurting loads more is not something that anyone should reasonably be expected to tolerate. So I'm a little bit. It might end up being a Netflix day, but again, it's like it's not breaking my spirit. Whereas I was at the stage where the slightest thing could break my spirit, because my spirit was barely fucking together. So it's just, like I say, the sorts of things, you can just tell when someone's got their shit together a lot more. If they get to those disaster, I want to jump off kinds of places, but then a couple of days of meditation and thought and all that gets them better, to me that says that they've got a healthy mind, not an unhealthy one. Because like everyone always says, we all go through it. Well, yeah, but it's then your ability to fucking manage that and withdraw yourself back into that. Particularly when it's basically that is baseline and it goes from there to lower. And occasionally you get to pop up here and have a look what it's like for normal people. And, that's not negative thinking, bringing back my consequences, because I've had all of that happen up till now to reach that conclusion. So from this point on, seriously, your thoughts create your reality is just the stupidest misinterpretation of the law of reality. Your vibration creates your reality. Your thoughts are your stupid fucking up here in the clouds, watches EastEnders fucking 10%. Who you are is your 90%, and your 90% doesn't let you know who you are half the fucking time. But the fact of the matter is, the reason I say where's your fucking Ferrari to people when they talk about your thoughts create your reality, it's very simple. It's like you can affirm as much as you want that you want a fucking Ferrari, but somewhere in your subconscious, if there's a bit when you see someone drive past in a Ferrari and you think flash cunt, you'll never fucking get one because you think it makes you look a cunt. That's how you contradict yourself. Shit like that. You got to get to know your fucking self a lot better. Forget ceremonies. Forget how many times you write down an affirmation. Forget paying people to tell you yet another rehashed way of using the law of attraction. Get to know who you fully are and why you vibrate the way you do, and then learn to master your vibration. Then live in that vibration, and the energy of that vibration will come to you and manifest in different ways. And it might be a Bentley instead. But I wouldn't want all that shit. That's what I also found, was when I started attracting shit like that, all that fucking marble floor fucking jacuzzi lifestyle, I thought, yeah, but I don't really like it. It's nice to look at, seriously, but I think the way some people live when they've got these huge beautiful houses and that, and it's just everything's so tippy fucking toe. Nah, it's not real. I wouldn't want all that fucking bollocks. I want to be happy in my field, on my magical farm, with my donkey. I so want a donkey. A fucking donkey. I really do want a fucking donkey. Massively want a donkey. I befriended a donkey when I was little. He used to wear a straw hat. I can't remember his name, but he wore a fucking straw hat. He was cool. I loved that donkey. I used to go and see him. I used to, a lot of my childhood was walking around in fields. It really was. I lived in the country and I walked out in fields on my own and I saw animals. And this particular donkey, he was on my paper round on my way through from one bit to the other. And I always used to stop and say hello to him. And he had a fucking hat. He had a fucking hat to protect himself from the sun. So I'm getting a donkey. Fuck your mansion.